Hello everyone, welcome back to another new video, and today I will be showing you a brilliant chess attack that occurred in a Grandmaster game. In the following position, black has just castled kingside, and even though white has a lot of strong looking moves, black has a good defense against most of them. For example, rook to b7 can be met by rook to e8, and if white doesn't do anything forcing, black can play knight to d6 and queen to d4 check, winning white's pawn on f5. Advancing the g5 pawn allows black to trade on g6, and then black has the shot knight to e3, which white cannot take because of bishop to d4. After rook f to c1 to protect c2, black can play rook takes f4, sacrificing the exchange with domination on the dark squares. The only move that allows white to gain an advantage is to block black's bishop on g7 with the move pawn to f6. Since moving the bishop would just allow the a7 pawn to be captured by white, black allows white to open up the g-file with a pawn trade on f6, and in return, black is now up a pawn after bishop takes f6. Once again, white has many tempting moves, but surprisingly, most of them don't work. The direct attack queen to f5 is met by bishop to d4 check, and after king to h1 knight to d6 queen to g5 check, black can play a series of computer-like moves with queen to d4 queen takes h4 rook f to b8, and queen to h7 check is just a harmless move after king to f8. However, if we return to the position after bishop takes f6, it turns out that white also has a knight on h3, which can be used in the attack with knight to g5. But can't black just trade on g5 before playing knight to e5 and g6, defending the king side solidly while still being a pawn up? The answer is that this is just an illusion because white can play the brilliant move queen to f5, with the double threat of queen takes g5 check and bishop to d3. At first, it seems that black can just move the bishop to a square like e7, but after bishop d3 black must give up a rook with rook to b8 to escape mate because all other rook moves can be met by rook to b7, taking control on e7 with mate and a few more moves. And what about bishop to d8? White will just do the same thing, except that now bishop to b6 check allows rook takes b6 with an easier win for white. If black plays the same knight to e5, the simplest for white is queen takes g5 check knight to g6 pawn to f5, winning the knight. Finally, if black plays bishop to f6, the bishop will be captured, and after queen takes c2 pawn to f5, even though black can take white's bishop on e2, white can capture the h-pawn with check and trap black's king on the h-file. In the end, a simple rook lift with the threat of rook to h3 is completely decisive. A puzzle with many complex sidelines, but all you need to know is that white is completely winning after queen to f5, as white has a winning advantage even without the bishop sacrifice. If you want to see more brilliant chess attacks like this, be sure to like and subscribe for more, and I will see you all in another video. Goodbye.